Impact of Bilingualism Plan on Colombian sociocultural and educational context. Statement. Particularly Spanish-English bilingualism has been privileged. This is seen as providing access to a highly visible, socially accepted form of bilingualism, leading to the possibility of employment in the global marketplace. In contrast, bilingualism in minority Amerindian or Creole languages has been generally undervalued and associated with an invisible form of bilingualism related to underdevelopment, poverty, and backwardness. I agree with this statement. The English language has gained strength over the years and has been called the global or universal language. It is one of the most spoken languages in the world. It is an important language and connects us with different people in different contexts. But the question is, why is this language so relevant? First, I can say that England expansion around the world is just the beginning. After World War II, the United States became a world power, dominating the economy, science, and technology, even influencing the current culture of many countries. This has given a strength to prioritize Spanish English bilingualism in Colombia as a competitive factor in a globalized world. Ministry of National Education 2006. Colombian citizens will be able to communicate through English with internationally comparable standards. This will contribute to the processes of universal communication, global economy, and cultural openness. But unfortunately, bilingualism in Amerindian or Creole languages has been undervalued because they are languages of very small communities with very little social-cultural strength and no influence on the national or global economy. However, I disagree with the statement that it is a form for bilingualism related to poverty or backwardness. On the contrary, I believe that bilingualism in these languages is an opportunity for social and cultural development in our country. It helps develop cultural identity, strengthen the local economy, and include the diversity of the cultural and social aspects of all people in our country, enriching the interculturality so necessary in a multicultural country like Colombia. To what extent do bilingual education programs for majority language speakers in Colombia actively contribute to the creation of a more understanding and tolerant society, and not just provide a path to better jobs and a better standards of living for their graduates? Bilingual education programs for majority language speakers in Colombia allow for relationships and interactions with other cultures and an understanding of cultural and social diversity, fostering interculturality where cultures mutually benefit. Ministry of National Education 2018 states that when we talk about interculturality, we start from an appreciation for the diversity of cultures that exist in the world, but also from the recognition that relations between peoples have not always been harmonious or just. Many have been exterminated, subjugated, devastated, and others have displayed multiple forms of resistance, memory, and care for their internal ties. In this context, interculturality is a project, a quest to make relations between cultures equitable, respectful, fair, and harmonious. For this reason, it is important to develop coherent intercultural institutional policies where students learn to value their culture and other cultures, such as the inclusive and intercultural higher education policy and the national bilingualism program. It is necessary to develop bilingual programs for minority languages, especially in institutions where there is a relationship with these communities, such as the 10-year plan for native languages, and to develop these programs in the public or state sector to close the gap between public and private education and develop cultural sensitivity in bilingual teachers that allows their students to be aware of the value of different ways of seeing the world. It allows them to develop not only their linguistic and social linguistic skills, but also in intercultural competence that leads to respect for cultural diversity and social inclusion. Thank you.